M is for maple syrup, a Vermont alphabet. So this book was written by Cynthia Reynolds and it's illustrated by Ginny Joyner. This is an alphabet book, so it goes through with like something for each letter of the alphabet. It focuses specifically on Vermont. I like this book because while there's a lot of rhyming and poetry, there's also more informational text. So like for letter C, down here you have the poetry part, and it says, capital comes with the letter C. Here laws are made to keep us free. On the banks of two rivers, sitting pretty, Montpelier is our capital city. So you have the rhyming and the poetry, but then over here on this section, you have more informational text. So it starts out, our capital city, Montpelier, was settled on the Winooski and North Branch rivers in 1787. For M, we have is for maple syrup, a yummy treat that farmers stir up. In winter, they tap the sugar maple tree for sap to make maple syrup for you and me. So that's the poetry part again. And then over here you have more information like Vermont state tree, the sugar maple, can produce as much as 10 gallons of sap every winter, but it takes between 20 and 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup. So this is how the whole book goes with the information and the poetry. I couldn't find a lexile range for this book, but it's recommended for grades 1 through 3. And I think that it's something you could either read to the class or just have for students to look at. It's something you could fit into a unit, such as something like a Vermont unit, or if you wanted to teach students about poetry. And if I were to read it out loud, I think the best way to do it would be to go through and look at the poems first and read that part, and then you could go back through and look at the more the information, because reading it out loud, that will flow better. But it's a good book, and I would definitely recommend it for future classrooms.